The topic for this mini training is, what is a refusal? This mini training is brought to you by the Post-School Outcomes team at the University of Oregon on behalf of the Oregon Department of Education. The purpose of this mini training is to define a refusal in the follow-up interview for students with disabilities. Before we talk about a refusal, I want to give a few reminders about the follow-up interview. First, the follow-up interview is a required data collection. All school districts must participate. Attempts must be made to contact all former students who had an IEP in place when they left school. Students or their designees cannot refuse to be contacted after they leave school. And a signed, informed consent is not required for the follow-up interview. A refusal occurs when a former student or their designee declines to participate in the follow-up interview. Before agreeing to or refusing the interview, the former student or their designee should be given 6 pieces of information in order to make an informed decision about whether to participate in the interview. Think about it. Think about a time when someone asked you to complete a survey or to give an interview. There were some basic pieces of information that you wanted to know before deciding whether to answer questions, right? These are the elements of an informed consent. Let's go through them. You want to know who's conducting the interview, why the interview is being conducted, how the information is going to be used, how long is this going to take, what are you going to do with the information? Will it be confidential and anonymous? And do I have to do this? Participation is voluntary. So before agreeing to this interview, you want to give them that basic set of information. And the language that I'm going to give you here is from the script for telephone interview. And that script is available at the transitionoregon.org website. So let's go through sample language that you can use. Who's conducting the interview? On behalf of ABC School District. Why the interview is being conducted? To learn what former students are doing since they left school. How the information will be used, how the information will be used to help us make our school programs better. How long the interview will take? About 10 minutes. Answers will be confidential and anonymous. Your name will not be used. Participation is voluntary. You can choose not to answer any question and stop at any time. To mark the follow-up interview as a refusal, you must talk to the former student or their designee. Here are some interviewer notes where refusal was marked, but because the interviewer did not talk to a person, they do not count as a refusal. After numerous calls and texts with detailed messages, the former student did not return my messages. He did pick up once while at work and planned to call me back, but never did. Phone disconnected. Voicemail full, could not leave a message. So again, these are not refusals because the interviewer did not contact and talk to a person. What if they don't answer the phone or you can't leave a message? So you want to try another form of contact. This is why we encourage you to collect multiple forms of contact for the individual student. You might send the PSO postcard. That's available on the website as well. You might send a note on school stationery or an email explaining what you're trying to reach the student about or why you're trying to reach the former student. You might also leave a message with another contact asking them to pass the message on to the former student. That contact might be a parent or a guardian, or a younger sibling, another family member. What you want to be careful with is not to disclose the reason for calling, just say that you're trying to get in touch with the former student. Would you please ask them to call me at this number? Or would you ask them to email me at this email address? What if they hang up before you can tell them about the interview? Send them some information about the interview. Ideally, you're sending this information before you attempt to contact them. Let them know the 6 elements of the informed consent. Let them know why you're trying to reach them, how long it's going to take, those 6 elements that we just talked about. You might also ask someone else to make the phone call, someone the student would be excited to talk to, or someone that they really liked and had a great relationship with while they were still in school. There's a resource on the website called Contacting Hard to Find Youth. It's a great resource with lots of suggestions for letting the student and the family know that the follow-up interview is going to be conducted in about 1 year. If you need additional information or technical assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. We look forward to talking to you.